Alrighty then.
Welcome to Outdoor Fun.
Alrighty then. We need to prepare for raising and leveling the cottage. So there's a few things I need to do. Let me show you. Stay tuned. All right. Well, first thing I have to do is I got to move this guy. Whew. It's pretty heavy, but I'll just kind of flip it over here. I'll lay it down here for now because I need to be able to get one of my jacks kind of under that window, right down at the bottom. And I got a couple things to move here. I got to move those steps and that board. And I'm going to get another jack kind of in the middle of this window, but down there. And then basically the plan is to, what I'm going to do is place a level. I'm going to place a level on this, on the deck. Let me go get it. Just stay tuned. Yeah, so you can see it's a little bit off. So this needs to come up quite a bit. A good 3 inches, I believe. But basically what I'll do is I'll just, I'll jack it up just a bit. And we'll see what it looks like. And then I'll have to crawl underneath and just take a look at some of the posts, some of the other posts, and see what they look like. Anyway, let me videotape moving all that stuff. Stay tuned. There, that's not too bad for now. Let me go get the bottle jacks and show you my setup. Stay tuned. Alrighty. Well, I started with a cement block, but it was too tall. So anyway, I've got the jack out. Let's see what it looks like here. Gonna have to go take a look at the instructions. Stay tuned. All right, it's just like my other ones. You just basically you need to close the release valve. You turn that to the right, and then you can start to raise it up. Just make sure I'm kind of centered here on the window. Okay. So I'm just starting to raise that just a tiny bit. It's got a lift range of 7 to 14 inches. So my goal here, I'm going to put one on the other side. I'll show you that, and then I'm just going to go back and forth. So stay tuned. I'll do the other one now. Okay, she's going up. I'll go on the other side, a little bit at a time. If you can see it from here. You'll see both. No, you can't. But I'll just go over there and then I'll come right back. I'll just leave it here for now. But that side is it's already started to lift up. This bottle jack isn't working as good as the other one. I don't know why, but it is lifting, which is good. Let me go and check the other one. I'll just bring you for the walk. And then we'll keep an eye on the level as well. But you can see this one. This one is, you can really feel the difference. Yeah, that one's working really well. I'm just gonna go check the other one again. I'll stay tuned. Yeah, that one's not working. So anyway, I found my old one. I have an old 8-ton. So let's see if I can get that one going. Man, that wood is rotten. I need some better pieces. All right. Well. I'll go over there and check it, and then I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Yeah, I need some wood. Just gotta grab my saw just to finish that. Actually, they're almost perfect. I can just break them by hand. All right, that's good. At least I've got those are the bigger shims. That's as high as I want to go right now, is 1.5 extra inches. Anyway, I'm just going to jack it up and see how it looks here, and then I'm just going to go over and show the bubble on the level once I get a little closer. I'm just going to jack each of these a few times, try to go up another inch and see how it is. I'm probably about 1/2 inch up right now, just from that little bit. All right, stay tuned. Actually, I'm going to show a little bit more. You can just listen. It goes crack, crack. You can kind of hear everything moving. Starting to move a little bit. Shoot, I actually I maxed out on the height, and I don't have quite enough lift to put the shim I want under there, so I'm gonna have to bring them down. Well, I'll bring this one down a little bit, and then I'll put something underneath it. We'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. Actually, I'm not gonna do that yet. I bought these shims. They're perfect. And I think this is a little bit more difficult than I thought. When I did this before, I was just doing basic leveling. So I would just level one of these block sections at a time, and only the ones that needed to be done. So I didn't spend a lot of time. But this obviously, and I'll show you what I mean here. I'll show a close up. Let me get the camera off and I'll give you a different view. Stay tuned. Yeah, so this guy's I think it's a 7.5 to 14.5, so, or something like that, 14. So I think there's only like 6.5 or 7 inches of lift. But I'll have to look that up because it just seems like it wasn't going any higher. But you can kind of hear it. I think it's getting close. Now here you can see, I've got room. But I didn't have enough room for this guy. This is a little 1/4 inch, or 3/8 of an inch. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do a quick little shim there, and I'll do another shim there. Then I'll lower it, and I'll put another piece of wood here, and I'll go up a little higher. So stay tuned to see what that looks like. Oh, well, let me go on the other side, and I'll show you what I'm going to do there. Just a second. Yeah, so this side, this one hasn't really moved much. It's loose. This one is definitely up. I can put a nice piece of wood right in there, and I'll do that right now. Just stay tuned. There, I just put a little bit of shim here as well, just for now. It's not that these boards were just rotten, but it needs to come up a bit more. So let's just see how it jacks up. I'll go and do the other side. See if I can raise that a bit. Stay tuned. All right, see if I can't lower this now. I gotta put a couple shims together first. close the valve again. You can hear it just moving. Wow. I'm gonna go check the other side again. Stay tuned. All right, slowly but surely, it's coming up. I'm gonna be able to redo the shim on this corner one. I think I'll put one of these big blocks in. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm just going to go back and forth a little bit, and then the levels already is moving a bit. I think I've only gone up maybe half an inch. So it's a lot more than I kind of anticipated. I thought it would go up a little easier. Anyway, stay tuned. So this whole corner, all of these boards were just rotten. Just rotten. Anyway, this is completely up. So I'm just going to slide these in. Yeah. So, without jamming my fingers, I'm going to push the blocks that way, because what I want to do is I want to have a flush skirting. So let me get in there a little bit closer. It's very important you do not stick your hands under that board. If that was to give loose and come down, that would be pretty bad. So I have to be really careful not to get my fingers under, you know, the frame of the cottage. So I'll just slowly kind of push things around. And anyway, I gotta jack it up just a little bit more to put this third board in. And then I think we're probably almost half an inch to 3/4 of an inch, probably half an inch. I think it's gone up. Not a lot, but a little bit at a time. So this is part one. I think now that I've done this a little bit, I'm just going to do this a little bit at a time over the next little while, and we'll see. The goal will be obviously to level, get that deck leveled, and once that's leveled, then I'll be able to kind of level everything with respect to that, and we'll see how it goes. Awesome, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go to the other side. All right. Awesome. All right, so that's 2 on this side, 1 on that side. There's 2 more posts, and you can see them right here. Let's see if I can't get a good view of these. Yeah, there's one there, and yeah, one there and one there. So let's see if I can't go a little higher and replace those with another, like a nice big piece of wood. Then I think I can measure the difference between that piece of plywood and that 2x10, but I think it's going to be, it's at least half an inch, but I think it might even be 3/4 of an inch. It might be half of what I really wanted to do in this part 1. I just wanted to kind of just give it a little lift, just to kind of see how it reacts. Anyway, let's see if I can get these 2 done. Awesome. All right, just one more. That one, I guess we'll find out when we get under there. I'm gonna have to jack both sides up a bit. Or actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move that jack over here. It'll be a lot quicker, a lot easier. Let's see how that goes. Actually, I'll grab that other one. It's a little easier to move. All right, well that was interesting. It was actually kind of fun. So I did a quick look at the piece of plywood, and it was about 3/4 inch. So I basically raised this everything along here by 3/4 of an inch, because I put a 1.5 inch extra shim on those other ones, and then I replaced those 2 rotten boards with 3 1.5 pieces there, 1.5 inches. So this is good. So I think that's going to be good enough for this one, because this way I'm just going to see how things settle. It really shouldn't have made much of a difference underneath. And I think what I'll do, maybe I'll just take a quick peek in there, but I don't expect it to have done much. It's going to be raining for the rest of the day and tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to get back at this until next week. But now that I have a good feel for how that's working, and actually I think this jack was working okay, it's just that it was at the end of its lift. So I'll just, now that I have 3 jacks, I think that'll make it even easier. I think I'll do like a center there and there, and I'll be able to raise it a little bit quicker. So I'm going to do an additional one of these boards on each of these. So that'll be like another 1.5 inches, so 2.25 inches. That's probably not enough to get the deck perfectly leveled, but it will definitely be enough to be able to look under the cottage and see, where things, how things need to be shimmed under there as well. And then I want to do the similar thing on the roadside. Probably going to go up a couple of inches there. I think the cottage is like this. It's like the middle is high and both ends are a little bit low. So this needs to come up and this needs to come up, and then everything needs to be shimmed and leveled underneath. So it's a big job for one person, but I just take my time a little bit at a time, and it'll work fine. So stay tuned for future parts. I'll call this one part 1 of raising and leveling the cottage. Anyway, stay tuned for more. See ya. Thanks for watching. See ya.